Yo, what's up, yo? What's up? This is Rom Wills back at you with yet another car video. Life goes on. Life goes on. Yeah, I thought about that yesterday. I had some troll or some bitch ass motherfucker commented on my thing yesterday saying something about me talking about women and stuff. I was talking about the key to turning on women. Usually I block shit like that, but I felt like it. And I kind of let them know. And some of my supporters let them know too. Fucking with the wrong person. But, I was thinking about it. Life goes on, y'all. Seriously. Life goes, yeah, we got this virus. Yeah, we got this possible recession. Unless Trump actually succeeds in getting it to open back up in a couple of weeks. That should be interesting. That should be an interesting situation. And even then, depending on what's happening, they're going to have to, maybe have some restrictions still anyway. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Whatever the case, it does become a question of what's worse, the virus or the recession. Wait, let me turn this off. Yeah, I had to turn that radio off. If I got some music on, it was like... they be trying to get their cut. They be like, oh, you got that video with our music on? We're going to make some money. Yeah. Now, if I seem like I'm in a good mood, it's for one simple reason. Life goes on. Let me tell you what. Before I was even 10 years old, I witnessed a couple stabbings, lived in a fucked up environment, seen some shit no human child should have been exposed to. After that, little stuff happening out here in the world don't even bother me. It really don't. Even this virus, I mean, damn. H1N1. You remember that 10 years ago? And then all these other little things that always come up. And I guarantee, I say within, well, I ain't gonna say guarantee, but just from past history, something usually is gonna come up. I ain't gonna say guarantee, because at the end of the day, I don't know. It could be 6 months from now, we got something totally new. There's always going to be something. Always going to be something. And, we're going to get our usual amount of disasters, everything. And even if the economy is opened back up, which actually hasn't been totally closed. Because, shoot, I could actually spend 8 hours out of my house just going around in different stores open because they're essential. So it's not totally closed, but regardless, life goes on regardless of what happened. It could be like this TV show, that science fiction show that came on a few years ago called Revolution. And the premise was all the electricity went out, so, everything done crashed. People still living. And that's the one thing going through life. You're still around. I mean, I'm just coming out of my sprouts. Shoot, I was bringing smiles to some people's face and some of the workers' face because they had some jamming music in there, and Ron was in there jamming. I was having a good time, I was having a good time. Because it's like, let me tell you what, man. On a more serious note, man, I've seen a lot of death, man. Like I said, unfortunate early childhood. I'm that type, man. People die around me. Like funerals of relatives, close relatives, man, I ain't shed a tear. I don't know, maybe I had a past life where I was murderous or something, but, the thing is, it's always been about survival. We're going to adapt. Yeah, some people going to die, people going to be sick and everything, but life still goes on. I don't care what happens. Oh, yeah, and I was mentioning that show, Revolution. Like I said, in that show, life goes on. Life goes on. Like even with everything happening now, people still gonna hook up. Shit, there's a lot of, in fact, some guys have been saying, a lot of women been hooking up, and I've talked to a few women. They say, yeah, all of a sudden some guys hitting their DMs a little bit extra. People still gonna hook up. In fact, when is that? Rona babies. Into 2020 and beginning of 2021, we're going to get a lot of births. We're going to get a lot of births because, I'm walking around, I'm seeing a lot of couples, they reconnecting and all that. There's some bad stuff with that too, because somebody in the inner circle has shared something about a lot more domestic violence. So, I mean, nothing going to be perfect, but, people just getting back together, hooking up. It ain't like they got anything else to do. Yeah, there's going to be some babies born. And, that's just life. Because I'm going to tell y'all what. Let me get into some deeper history and metaphysics. Right? Let me get into that. According to many traditions. I know, you got some traditions that feel like the world is only 6,000 years old, but several hundred thousands of years old. There's been several civilizations that have come and gone. In fact, like in the biblical story of the flood, different cultures have a story of the same thing. And it's beginning of this age, well, the last age was pretty much ended by a global flood. And people still survive that. People still live. In fact, the human race now, there was a point where it was only maybe down to a few thousand. But yet they expanded. Life goes on. No matter what. Now, for everything happening, and even now, even let's say, despite everything, the economy still crashed, right? The economy, not even the virus. Because the virus, it's going to kill some people, but, the percentage of survivors who've gone through it is like 97%. In this country, anyway. And globally as well. Well, I don't know if it's 97 globally. But then, even the economy, let's say we get a major crash as far as a Great Depression. People still gonna survive it. Maybe not the way they were before. There'll be a lot of changes. But shit, you're eating. Maybe you can't have that big old car that you wanted. Or you can't have that big old house. People gonna lose out, but everything. And I'm gonna tell you what, just personally, I've been on both sides of the equations, even as an adult. I remember a few years ago, just because of the economic situation and some other situations business-wise, I remember staying in, still married, had a young baby, had a baby on the way, and we staying in a friend's basement, one room in a basement, and then there was some other stuff. Now I got more money than I need. It's like, and I ain't saying this to brag or anything, but life itself has its up and downs. Seriously, life itself has its ups and its downs. And once you go through enough downs, you like, well, shit, the only place I can go is up. Only place you can go is up. But whatever the case, you're still alive. You still got a chance. And, speaking about that economy, and let's say there is a Great Depression. Something like serious, like economies crash. You're still alive, though. And all that, what's going to happen is stuff will build back up. And I don't know how long it'll take to build back up, right? It could take a while, take years, it could be quick. But whatever the case, you're still breathing. And even with everything going on now, I want y'all to think about something. People watching this, oh, let me do something. People are watching this on their devices. For everything going on, y'all still got y'all devices. For everything going on, many of y'all, some of y'all might have lost your jobs, but many of y'all still got your jobs. A lot of y'all in an essential thing, essential type of business. You still in a position to discuss everything happening. You still get to think, regardless of how you think about this whole situation, you're still breathing. You still breathing. You still here. Right? And that's how you got to think about it. It's like, we took all this, we still here. If you don't have the virus, shit, be thankful. Be thankful. If you know somebody who have it, support them emotionally as best as possible. If you're living with somebody who has it, or even if you get it, it's like, okay, find out the stuff that the people did to survive it. Do what you can. Because, I mean, honestly, it's always something. It's always something. But are you going to go through life scared? Because, like I said, it could be next year. It could be 3 years from now. It'll be something else. You know? And even with this economic thing, you never know what that could lead to. You might have seriously, you might have a group of people or armed group of people say, nah, we're going to do something different. Because even now, with all the measures in place, it's not talked about in the media, but there are people suing against these governors and stuff, shutting stuff down. They got lawsuits against them. They fighting it. And you never know where that could lead. But, whatever the case, even if, regardless of what happens, life still go on. The planet will go on, no matter what. So, anyway, yo, that's it. Just remember that life goes on. Like, yeah, I'm happy. I'm partying. Because I'm just like, you know what? I'm still breathing. Can get something to eat. I can't go to the gym, but I'm going to talk about tomorrow what I'm doing. Can't go to the gym and look at this. Oh, man, look at this. Ron need a haircut. I got a solution. Yeah, I'm gonna share that with y'all tomorrow. I'm gonna do a home video. It's gonna be more fun though. It's gonna be more fun because you know what? You just gotta just say, you know what? You still breathing. If you open your eyes in the morning, you good. You good. All right. So anyway, that's all we got for today. Go ahead and get some more food. One thing, if I just, like I said, I wasn't joking when I said if I just wanted to go out, how many grocery stores and stuff we got around here. All you need is if it's a place that sells food, liquor, and cleaning products, it's still open. So, anyway, and I know somebody say, Rom, you should just stay in, man. Oh, man, I faced death since the 70s, man. And there's some shit I'm not telling you. So I'm like, it don't scare me. And I don't discuss my personal spirituality on here. Really not to. Because that's personal each guy. But death don't scare me at all. So I'm not going to live my life afraid of death. All right? So, because I'm live each life, each day to its fullest. So anyway, that's all I got from now. I'm about to go up here and party again. I'm going to turn my music back on. Yeah, I can do that now. I can't do it while the video's on because they be taking their cut. Last time I did that, they got the cut. I was like, shit. That's why I deleted that video. Anyway, I'll talk to y'all. Peace.